Welcome to your YouTube channel Sports Infotainment, where everything is around the sports. I'm your host Pratmesh, and today we are talking about the NBA. Yes, National Basketball Association, or the only game where 9 people are running behind a person who is about to dunk, or the NBA stars who are more known by their shoe brands. So, the context under which I'm going to talk about the NBA is this season. This season is not a normal season that you may expect, because due to the COVID-19, the NBA has affected in many ways. Now, the NBA has released its COVID guideline for their workers, players and everyone in the NBA. And I must say though, although it's 75th anniversary, but this season, like I can say, is 75th anniversary, and it's more like the birthday of your grandfather. Yes, the grandfather who is 75 years old, but you have to celebrate it with some safety and precaution. And yes, and that's how this NBA 75th anniversary is going to be. Now, there are major changes. 2 major changes. So the first major change is going to be that is limited number of seats or no audience. Yes, there will be limited number of seats in some states, not in every. And the second is the number of matches. The number of matches is going to be very as compared to the previous season. It was 82, and this time it's 72. It is 10 matches have been reduced. Now, what are the challenges? The challenges are pretty complex. So the first challenge is the conduct of season. Yes, the conduct of season. As compared to the previous season, we have seen that the NBA was conducted in the Orlando Disneyland. Yes, it was just a concept decided by NBA and the Disneyland both. And I must say though, this concept was a huge success. More than 1,500 people were working in the Disneyland, and nobody was corona positive during that 3.5 to 4 months timeline spent in the NBA bubbles. But now it was the past. If we see in the present, it is more tough, because the NBA is going to conduct its whole game around the America. Now, second challenge. Preparation for the Olympics. Yes, the NBA players, and especially the international players who are playing in the NBA, has to prepare for the Olympics. And this is not going to be any normal Olympics. Yes, this Olympics is going to be conducted in the Tokyo, Japan. So since the Tokyo officials are very much strict regarding their guidelines and their policies regarding the COVID-19, so NBA players have to make sure that they are physically and mentally fit enough to not only play this NBA season, but also for the Olympics. Now, the third challenge, which is seating capacity within the organization. Now, the seating capacity, like out of 30 teams, there are 25 teams who has still not announced, or which are still in consultation with the other state officials, health department. But still, there are 5 such teams who have decided, and they have even announced on the official NBA websites. So who are those 5 teams? Atlanta Hawks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Utah Jazz, Toronto Raptors and Orlando Magic. So Atlanta Hawks have said that in the initial games they are going to have their friends and families of the players until on 18th of January, that is the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. On that day, there is going to be a 10% limited seating capacity for the fans of Atlanta. Now the second team, that is Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers have already revealed that they are going to have a limited seating capacity of over 300 people, and the consultation is still going on within the organization and the state health department officials. Now, Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic has announced that they are going to have 4,000 limited seating capacity for the audience. Now that is massive. 4,000 seating capacity. I mean, in the state of Florida, where the COVID cases is still there, but still 4,000 seating capacities is still there, which is a good news for the people of Orlando, and the people of Orlando is going to be very, very strict. I mean, not strict, but the health officials are going to be very strict regarding its guidelines and others. Now, Toronto Raptors. Unfortunately for the people of Toronto, they are not going to see the NBA games of their home team in the Canada. So this year the NBA has allowed to have their headquarters in Tampa Bay, Florida. I mean, when I see the logo is pretty much, very disturbing. It seems that the Raptor is not happy in its new place. I mean, when you see the logo of Toronto Raptor, it's like an environmental threat for all of us. I mean, the Raptor is pretty much like groping the tree and trying to kill him. That's how the logo of Tampa Bay Raptors logo looks in Toronto Raptors. But this time, the seating arrangement of the Toronto Raptors are going to be, around 3,800 seating capacities. And this seating capacity is morely based on the distance. Yes, the distance. And according to the Raptors, the seating distance will be not around the seat floor or within the 30 feet of the court. So no tickets are going to be sold for the seats which are around the floor or within the 30 feet of the floor. Now, coming to the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz have already announced that they are going to have the seating capacity for around 1,500 fans. And the position regarding the seats are already fixed. 1,500 seats at the lower bowl and the limited suite box, or say the VIP, where usually the celebrities and other players sit. So these are the teams who have already announced their limited fixed seating capacity, and the information that I have gave is already given in the NBA website, so you can check there and get to know more about that. Now, as far as the other challenges are concerned, other challenge is, yes, I've already said that the conduct of season, but this conduct of season is going to be much more challenging, as it includes regular traveling, regular health checkups, and team practices. Yes, the team practices are also the most important part of this season. Now, as far as the daily health medical checkups are concerned, in this season, the health checkup is going to be on a daily basis. I mean, if in case a player finds COVID-19, then they have to follow the guidelines according to the NBA. I mean, every day the team officials are going to reassess the players, medical checkups and everything, in order to make sure that the player is fit for the season. Now, apart from these challenges, we all have seen the pre-season games, which is going to be very exciting. I mean, the regular season is also exciting, but what I have seen through this season, the answer is, I have seen some of the players getting home sweet home moments. For example, Rick Rubio of the Phoenix Suns going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Enes Kanter going to Portland Trail Blazers. And apart from that, the three most interesting things I have seen is one of the rookie who is going to be the player in future, that is LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets. And mark my words, he is going to be one of the best players in future. Although my favorite player is Danny Avdija of the Washington Wizards. And apart from that, I have also observed this one thing which attracted my attention, which is the trade of John Wall to the Houston. And I must say though, this trade is the best trade because, believe it or not, this John Wall, to the people of Houston I have to say this, that this Wall is going to be much better than your Texas border wall. And it is going to be. You have the strong wall from Kentucky. Now, apart from all of that, the most exciting thing I have ever seen is the return of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, no doubt, is going to be the classic American showdown in the Eastern Conference. And you have Giannis, Milwaukee Bucks, Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat, KD and Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets, Ben Simmons and the other players of the Philadelphia 76ers. So you are going to see the classic American showdown in the Eastern Conference. And yes, the NBA All-Star Game. This year there will be no NBA All-Star Game, which is a sad news for the fans. And the things which are not going to see in this All-Star is no dunk contest, no three-point shooting contest where the athletes are just going to showing off their three-point skills, and there is not going to be any All-Star game in which the NBA athletes showing off their skills within the game. Now, if you ask me that what is my take on this, I can say that there are very good things which are not going to happen. For example, trash talking between the fans and the NBA players. No beer chugging competition within the audience. And yes, the Hollywood show off which usually happens on the court, whether it is regular season or it's the NBA All-Star. So but my expectation is like, what I'm expecting is that there will be that same excitement and also the same adrenaline rush which is a part of the NBA season, because I believe and everybody believes that NBA is more than a sport. So that's it for now. Hope you have liked this content. If you like this, please share and subscribe. The only reason that to subscribe this channel is you will get more content like this on usually every sport. I will try my best to give such content on every sport to all of you. So this is it for now. I'm your host Pratmesh, signing off.